Well, this little one's very active. The one that was the wrong end of the nest. Oh, shut up. Wrong end of the egg. He seems very... almost, the noises he's making is getting me the hell out of here, but he does seem to be having an awful lot of blood vessels still going on there, which is worrying, of course, because he's the wrong end. It's not a case of opening him up and just letting him out, but you can see there's a lot of blood there, which I don't like. But he's completely trapped. He can't move around. He can't go anywhere. So, oh dear. I hate hatching them when they're the wrong end. You've got no room for error. If you can't break the top open and see what's going on, knowing that you're not going to touch a blood vessel or damage anything, or cause them to bleed out. No, there doesn't seem to be many blood vessels going on there. It's this bit I want to get off so he can move his head, but it's extremely hard. I couldn't see that there was any yolk still happening that he hadn't absorbed. It all looked pretty black down at the big end of the egg, which is where he should be, but isn't. So as far as that's concerned, I think he has absorbed what he's going to absorb. Yeah, baby. What I need to get is a little bit of warm water and just dampen this outer membrane. See if I can see any large vessels still functioning. This is such a laborious process, but when my daughter says she can't stand watching me do this, it frustrates her to such a degree. She just wants to break the egg on a hard surface and get them out like you would do a, you know, if you're breaking an egg to cook it, which of course you can't do as much as you might like to. He's very wet actually. Well, of course he's going to be wet. The humidity was all wrong. That's another worry, that as the humidity was wrong, as if can they absorb the yolk properly, because quite often if the humidity is too high they won't absorb all the yolk. Everything sort of stops doing what it's supposed to do. Right, he's bleeding out. Bugger. Hold on, little one. Don't think you're ready yet, are you? That's what happens when they're the wrong end, though. That stopped. So there's no room for manoeuvre. There's no room to make a mistake. Remember that, baby? Yeah. Not lost too much, that's okay. Okay. Oh dear. sec. I've got the heat mat going so I don't get too cold. There's 30 degrees in here, so it's not going to get cold. Right. A bit of warm water, let's see what's going on here. He wants out, but I don't really honestly think he's ready for out. Where are you, babes? No. Right, now I've got my dish of warm water. Try and, if I can, tease the outer membrane off a bit. The problem is getting the shell off this way, and it needs a sharp edge to hit a blood vessel, and that's it. We bleed again. It always happens that the sharp edge always manages to find a blood vessel, if it doesn't come off clean. As you pick away carefully, you'll get a bit that just refuses to come off, like this piece, without one edge going into the membrane. Oh, come on, please. Thank you. Right, let's... There doesn't seem to be many blood vessels going on there. What there is there. So I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, that, he made himself bleed there. Nothing to do with me. That was to do with me, that bit there. I think all I can do... Rudy, what the hell are you doing? Right. Yeah, baby. I don't really know what to do about you. He's very sticky, so he is too wet. I'll try and just tease his head out. Hopefully he'll be able to fall out. I think he'll be able to fall out of there. Yeah, very sticky. Yuck. Disgusting. Right, I'll leave it there. Let's try and tease him out a tad more. So when he struggles like that, he can come out himself. Alright, baby. Alright, I'm going to put him back. Well, he's chirping and struggling away, but I am still a little bit suspicious that he's got some yolk to absorb. I haven't completely released his head for that reason. If he is ready to hatch, he will struggle enough to get his head like that. There you go. Get his head free. So perhaps I'm wrong, perhaps he has absorbed all the yolk. He certainly wants out, and the noises he was making made me think he wanted out. Can't see if there's any yolk there, but he's very, very, very wet. No, there's no yolk going on. I don't think. I hope that's not yolk there, that's his foot, his leg. Can't see. Oh yeah, he was very wet. Well, I think that's his leg. I don't know. I'm going to leave him in peace. I'm not going to mess about with him anymore. He's very, very wet. And you can see inside the egg there, if I can get that spike out of the way. Inside it's quite wet. He was very sticky. So I didn't release his head, he was screaming. When I got the outer membrane off his head, and I wasn't sure if that was a leave me alone, don't touch me, I'm not ready yet, or for God's sake don't just leave it there, get rid of the whole lot, let me get out. That's why I quickly put him back and thought, no, you warm up again, put you back, and then if you want out, you can fight your way when you're ready. So he's been back in, what, 3 minutes? I fought his way, so he's out now, yeah. He's okay. That was his foot, there's no yolk. Absolutely no yolk going on. Brilliant. Okay. Alright. You didn't have to suffer too long. He's out now. Good. Excellent. Oh, bless him, he's getting a little stronger. He's still not trying out at all, so he was very, very wet. And he's still stuck to the shell. He's got a bit of membrane that's keeping him well and truly attached to his prison. But as you can see, he's lifting his head and he's chirping away. The other one in the box there is calling him from time to time, which animates him and gets him to wander around a bit. So he's improving, he's getting stronger. I think he's going to be okay. The other two eggs don't seem to be progressing at all. The one over the back there, I think, is dead. There's nothing happening. The membrane looks as if it's sunk right down. It looks all weird shapes and peaks and troughs, and there's no movement whatsoever, so I think that's dead. But I'll leave it in there until these two are out, and I'll check it every 12 hours or so, and I won't take it out until I know there's absolutely and utterly no hope of it being alive, which would be a shame. That'd be 4 chicks out of 19 eggs, which is absolutely hopeless. Whether the heat's had something to do with the fertility, or because most of them were infertile, and the rest started to develop about a week or so and then just all died. They all seem to be about the same age when I opened the eggs up to have a look. They're all the same stage of development, but all very dead. Most peculiar that the yolks just seemed to disintegrate as well. The membrane around the yolk wasn't there, and the yolk was just liquid floating around within the shell. So really, really odd. I've never witnessed that before. So I can only assume it must be something to do with the heat that's messing about with the viability of the fertile eggs. I don't know. As I say, half of them were infertile. I think 5. I think it was just 5. Yes, it was 5 that grew for about a week, 9 days, 10 days maybe, and then all died virtually, I would say, at the same time. Really, really odd. And they weren't stale eggs, they weren't old eggs, they were only, the oldest I think was about 4 or 5 days old. before they went in the incubator, so weird, really weird. But there we are. So I'll leave him until he's fluffed right up before I remove that shell from him. I'll just nip it with me fingernails and get rid of it before. I don't want to disturb him at all because he is very, very weak. Just want him to lay quietly and dry out and strengthen up. You can hear the other one screaming away. He's doing fine. So, at least I've got 2 out of it so far. Hopefully it'll be full.